Playo.tv live broadcasting.
It's time for International Fastball. Hi everybody and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be from Svoboda Park, Prague, Czech Republic, where we are about to witness the last game of the round robin pool that will feature the home team, or the local team, the Czech Republic. They are the visiting team for the purposes of this game against the Golden Homes Black Sox. There they are. Their pitchers are warming up. This is their starter, number 10, Daniel Chapman. And in the outfield, maybe we'll get a shot of that. There's Gabriel Wage with a couple of warm-up throws with Dominik Hasek, aka the Dominator, an NHL Hall of Fame goaltender who won the Stanley Cup, and there he is. He took Olympic gold in Nagano, Japan, sporting a Czech softball cap. His glove work can be expected to be quite good, and he can throw the ball, so he's warming up with none else than Gabriel Wage, president of Czech softball and president of Softball Europe. So we'll get to the pre-game ceremonies in a moment. This is promising to be a treat for the local fans. That's going to be the first time they can witness the senior Czech national team playing against the Black Sox. There's Daryl Marino, the head coach for the Black Sox, on this trip. So we'll be set to start in a couple of moments. Johnny Home Run is on the field already now. The pregame home plate conference will start, attended by the umpires and the coaches for both teams. The umpires being Damian McCauley from Australia, making the calls behind the dish. Jens Jakobsen at first, Lou Davis and John Hand. There they are, the two Czech coaches. Closer to us, Tomas Kusi, and next to him, Jaroslav Korčák, the guy with glasses, not the guy with the big head, because that is Johnny Home Run, the official mascot. As I said, the starting pitcher for the Black Sox will be Daniel Chapman. For the Czechs, it's going to be number 31, Jonas Mach, who will be given the start today in the Game 15 of the 2018 WBSC Intercontinental Softball Cup, held in Prague, Czech Republic. This is the Master of Ceremonies, Richard Kania. Next to him, Daniela Viktorinova. She's Director of Marketing at Czech Softball. And the Czech players lining up. There's Marek Malek, or Marek Mali as he is known in the Czech Republic. He'll be batting fourth, playing in left field. Looking at the starting lineup, it's obvious that that the coaching staff wanted to give their bench players some game time, as I think we can say it for certain now, the Czechs will play 2 more games tomorrow in the playoff round. They'll first play a semi-final game, and then obviously also either the bronze medal game or the gold medal game, depending on how they do. There's Patrick Kolkus wearing glasses. I don't think I've seen him. Well, I have, but it's unusual. He never wears them on the field, but that just shows you that he maybe didn't even put his contacts in, as he'll be given the game off. The lineup for the Black Sox pretty much the same as usual. Then it will be Van Lieshout catching, as I believe Talon Compain's throwing arm is still not okay. He had to exit that game yesterday early on because he just couldn't throw the ball properly. It's quite unfortunate for the catcher, who is a cousin of this guy, and 2 other guys on that team for that matter, as there are 3 Anoka brothers, Ben, Thomas, and Campbell. All 3 of them are in the lineup for this game. That's Nick Hayes. The Hayes will be also given some time off to be ready for tomorrow. That's Jackson Watt, whom I saw yesterday signing autographs for the local kids, or they were not local, they were from Ledenice. That club dispatched a whole bus for those little dudes and girls to get the opportunity to come here and see best softball available in Europe at this time.
2-time Stanley Cup winner, Olympic winner,
and now the local MC is actually introducing the special guest for today. There he is, the Dominator, 2-time Stanley Cup winner, Olympic champion, Dominik Hasek. He will be delivering the opening pitch. So quite a catch for the organizers to get this guy to come in and throw the opening pitch. But before that happens, we will listen to the national anthems, starting with the Czech Republic and then New Zealand. being the national anthems, and we are ready for ceremonial opening pitch. So apparently this is the opening pitch. So actually he'll be doing the opening catch, as he was the goalie. I think he started with the Chicago Blackhawks, and he had a stint with Buffalo Sabres, and eventually he won 2 Stanley Cups with the Detroit Red Wings. So he'll get behind home plate. Now he's calling for the pitch, and Gabriel Lage with the pitch, and we'll be ready to start in a few moments. A good catch there by Dominic Hasek, who actually looks like he's thrown the ball around at least at some point in his life, at least once. Hailing from the town of Pardubice, his brother was a football player. He had a couple of ventures too. Now he's giving a speech saying he's happy to be here, looking forward to the game against the reigning world champions. So let's go have fun, and let's go Czech Republic. And he delivered a speech in both languages. I mean, having spent a large portion of his life living in the United States, he will have learned English quite well. That's Jan Pribel. He's presiding over the staff, not really the coaching staff, but he's managing the team, making sure everything runs properly, making sure he has backup jerseys and backup stuff if somebody should forget something. Not that many forgetful players in this lineup. That was Michal Holobradek, who got that win last night against the United States. He knows the guys from New Zealand quite well. And there will be one more thing to do before the game. That is the haka, and the Czechs line up around first base area. And they will be ready to receive the challenge given by the Golden Homes Black Sox. It seems that it will be Pitarona again leading the haka for the Black Sox. Here it comes. So the haka was actually led by Riley Makia, the young player, and the fans are loving it. This is one of the rare occasions that you get to see the haka in Prague, and one of the rare occasions you get to see one before a ball game. The Czechs now doing their thing in front of their dugout as we take a quick look around the horn for New Zealand. So it will be Chapman pitching to Drage. Is that correct? I think actually it will be Van Lieshout catching. It's Rona playing first, Evans playing second, Farizo playing third. Evans will be the shortstop. And the Anokas in the outfield, Thomas, Ben and Campbell from left to right. Coach Daryl Marino, he's the one who put this lineup together. Jerome Raymaki is in the lineup as well, batting third. He'll be the designated player. He was the guy you saw up front in the haka with his tongue sticking out. It's quite an experience to be on the field and see the haka firsthand. So the first three batters of the lineup for the Czechs will be Korczak, Klas and Myrtle. As I said, Jonas Mach will be pitching to Lucas Fiala. Myrtle will be playing first and so on. I'll actually introduce that to you during the break before the bottom of first. And there's Daniel Chapman, who's going to be pitching to Zane Van Lieshout. Chapman, a young pitcher, he's got a lot of heat to his pitches. Good speed, good rise ball. I mean, he's got the stuff. We'll see how he'll be able to command his pitches today. The Czechs know him. They faced him in New Zealand, I think, and they have the scouting report available for this guy, and that's Yuri Korczak. Will be batting leadoff and playing second base today. He spent one winter in New Zealand playing for Howick, so he will know a lot of these players, including Chapman. So now the warm-up throw to second, that's Campbell. Anoka. I mentioned earlier in our broadcast that Thomas Anoka earned his 50th test cap for the Black Sox this week, and so did his brother Ben, about 2 or 3 games later than his younger brother. So quite an accomplishment for these two brothers, and I'm sure Campbell Anoka will have played a lot of games for the Black Sox as well. So leading it off for the Czechs will be Yuri Korczak. Let's have a look at his stats. But now the first pitch, and that one called a ball. He checked his swing. Yuri Korczak going 0 for 2, so he hasn't had that many at-bats so far. As he's ready to see the 1-0 pitch from Chapman, and the rise ball laying off of it was Korczak. The Czechs have never defeated the Black Sox in a test match, meaning a championship game. They did beat them last year by a score of 6-0 in Vancouver, British Columbia. That was the Bob Law Memorial Tournament leading up to the Worlds in Whitehorse. The Czechs scored 6 runs, and Michal Holobrádek kept the Black Sox silent through the game. And here is Korczak getting the leadoff walk, and the next batter will be Mikuláš Klas, who hit a 3-run home run in the game that I was referring to, but that game is all forgotten now. Obviously it was a big boost for the confidence of the Czech players, but they got crushed by the Black Sox in Whitehorse eventually. Now the first pitch to Klas called strike by the home plate umpire, as Klas was shaking his head. So now Chapman with the 0-1, and the rise ball laying off of it was Klas. who's batting .143 for the tournament. 1-1 the count on him with Yuri Korczak, the runner, on at first, and Chapman with the 1-1. Swung on and missed. A good drop ball by Chapman. We've got Myrtle in the on-deck circle and Marek Mali in the hole. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mikulas Klas, and Chapman with the pitch, swung on and missed by Klas, who goes down swinging. And that's a difference again between this game and the previous one. When those teams, Team Japan or anyone, got the runner on, the leader of they just bunted him over to second. They didn't even consider this. I mean, they want to get quality at bats against Chapman. I guess that is what it is. Now batting David Myrtle, so moving up through the lineup. David Myrtle usually bats first and second, then he was moved down to the number 7 hole. I think he batted 6th. Now he's back in the number 3 spot. Now the pitch low and inside, a drop ball. Myrtle batting .222. That is 2 for 9. He struck out 3 times. As a team, the Czechs are batting less than 200. Now that bat went through the zone, says the home plate ump, McCauley. So the Czechs actually the weakest team when it comes to batting at this tournament. Even the Danish were better, so they definitely have a lot to work for. Out of their 91 at bats, 41 struck out, and that is way too many. 3-1 the count now on Myrtle, so hitters count on the Czech captain with Korczak still the runner on at first. And Myrtle ready to see the 3-1 pitch. And a great drop ball by Chapman for strike number 2. 3-2 the count with 1 down. Korczak on at first after he drew a walk. And now Myrtle swings and misses again, so he goes down on strikes for the 4th time at this tournament. Batting next will be number 18, Marek Mali, who is 0 for 3. He walked once and he struck out twice. Korczak, the runner, on at first, and Chapman ready with the pitch. And he fouled it down in the dirt and into Zane Van Lieshout and hit him, I guess. Well, he'll be fine. You got Peter Vaha on deck, and Zane Van Lieshout will be ready to get back to his job catching behind the dish. So 0-1 the count on Marek Mali. That one misses low and away. Marek spent last winter in New Zealand with his girlfriend Denisa. They played for Otahu, just south of Auckland. Now the 1-1. And that one missed outside. So the count now 2-1 on Marek Mali, as the audience are getting louder, cheering their team on with 2 down. The pitch from Chapman. Korczak taking off, and he slides into second. A stolen base. So the count now 2-2. Korczak the runner in scoring position. So the Czechs could definitely use a hit now from Marek Mali, the left fielder for this game. And there's the pitch to Mali. Swung on and missed. So after issuing the leadoff walk, Daniel Chapman struck out 3. And that seems to be the story of this tournament so far for the Czechs. We'll see if they manage to break the seal eventually and explode the way they did against Japan. They scored 5 runs in the first inning with none out. They still left some men on base, and in total they left 13 runners left on base in a game that you lose by 3 runs. I don't think I have to say more about that. So a quick look around the horn for the Czechs. Mach pitching to Fiala, Myrtle playing first, Korczak second, Klas third, Casal shortstop, Mali in left field, Koluk the center fielder today, and Nesbeda playing in right field. So a couple of players given time off, including of course Holobradic, as he will be needed to pitch tomorrow. Kopechny taking the time off. Maybe it will help him regroup. He hasn't been having a terrific tournament. He did hit a 3-run homer off of Matsuda against Japan, but that was it for him. Patrick Kolkus also resting, so is Klein and Svoboda. So bench players getting a chance here. But if need be, they do have some quality hitters to use as pinch hitters during the game. But they need to create some traffic. There's Jonas Mach representing Eagles, my teammate, so forgive me if I sound biased too much, but no, I'll try to remain as impartial as possible. Let's have a look at Jonas Mach's pitching stats here. Not very good, to tell you the truth. He came in relief of Holobradic in the first game against Argentina, in which the Czechs were crushed by the South American side. He pitched 1 1/3, allowing 5 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits. Struck out 1, and he actually pitched for the circle, if such a thing can be said to exist. So he allowed a single, a double, a triple, and a home run, and an opposing batting average of .556, an ERA of 26.25. Leading it off for the Black Sox, Ben Anoka, and he's ready to face Jonas Mach, who also spent the season playing in New Zealand, but that will have been at least 10 years ago. And he spent a couple of seasons playing in the States, so whoever is watching this from across the Atlantic Ocean, I guess some of you may be familiar with Jonas Mach. He had a lot of success, especially at the ISC2 tournament. Threw a lot of strikeouts there. And that's a strike on Anoka, 1-1. Good pitch by Mach. He's got a rise ball and a drop ball. He's got a changeup as well. We'll see if he uses it and how much he uses it. As a team, the Black Sox is batting .323. Ben Anoka going 3 for 10 with a home run and 2 runs batted in. Now that drop ball misses downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. And Mach with the pitch. And that's a good pitch. It's a nibble there on the outside corner. 2-2. A bit of speed. And we'll look into the stands. A lot of people showed up for this game. And those who couldn't, I bet, are watching this live, as it's being broadcast by Playo.tv and also by Czech TV. Doing color commentary for them is the guy whose face you could see in the right part of the screen. This is Lawrence Allen from New Zealand, I think. And doing color commentary for a Czech public TV station is Tomáš Peder. And now this one is in there for call strike 3, so a good start to the outing for Jonas Mach. He struck out Ben Anoka. Next up, Joel Evans, who's batting 4 for 12 with 2 runs batted in. He struck out twice. And as many of you softball fans will know, he hit a grand slam in the final game at last year's WBSC World Championships in Whitehorse. The first pitch to Joel Evans missed downstairs. A good drop ball by Mach. Mach hailing from Carlo Vivari, where he played for the Black Piranhas. Now Joel Evans shows bunt. Two and 0. So behind in the count earlier on is Jonas Mach. And in the outfield, I think I saw Johnny Mudra, the photographer, my teammate from the Fleurus. I'm sure he'll have a couple of nice snaps from tonight's game between the Czech Republic and Black Sox. And that rise ball misses upstairs. 3-0 the count. Three balls and no strikes with one down. And a walk given up by Mach. Batting next will be Jerome Reimaki, the designated player, who I think has been hitting the ball pretty well at this tournament. He's batting .583. That is 7 for 12 with a double and a home run and 4 runs batted in. And a slugging average .917. Now Joel Evans is the runner on at first. And Mach is ready with the pitch. And that one's in there for called strike 1. I don't think they'll be throwing the same pitch again in this count, as it was sitting right there. 0-1. And now all different representatives, all different teams from the Czech Republic have come to Prague to watch this. Now the 0-1, and that's hit on the ground foul. So now ahead early in the count is Mach. Oh and 2 now. One down. Joe Evans, the runner, on at first. And now Mach with the 0 and 2. Good rise ball. Reimaki got a bit of it, piece of it, but hit it foul. So I think it's Saturday, 8 o'clock a.m. in New Zealand. So I wonder how many people are watching us in Aotearoa, which is the Maori name for New Zealand. We saw Mr. Bala a couple of moments ago. He's the father of Michael Bala, the Czech pitcher. Now another 0-2 pitch coming up next to Reimaki with one down. And the set and the pitch. And that gets away from Fiala, so that will allow Joel Evans to advance. And it's the second time the ball got away from the catcher. So a runner now in scoring position on at second with the best hitter now in the batter's box. That's Jerome Reimaki. He can crush the ball. He's got a lot of power. As you can see, it's not the fastest of runners, but he can crush the ball. And now Fiala's gonna have to talk to Mach about the signs, as there already is a runner now on at second, which means they're gonna have to run the signs a bit differently. They don't want to risk the opposition cracking them and relaying the information to the batter. So now the 1-2 pitch, and that's hit towards Myrtle, caught in foul territory. So Joel Evans will go back to second. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A long at bat. He's still behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They go outside for a change of pace. So 2-2 now. And I talked about the possibility of runners relaying information to the batter. That's one possibility, but another thing that the Black Sox are great at is picking the pitcher. And he sends that ball the other way, foul. But picking the pitcher means that by observing the pitcher, they usually are able to figure out, using different giveaways, what kind of pitch he'll be throwing. I remember when Frankie Poynton was playing in Prague 10 years ago, in 2008. Actually, this was his home field. He was great at it. I mean, he would look at a pitcher for a while, and then he would just start calling the pitches with a great success rate. That's something that the Czechs definitely need to work on a bit, as it helps you to know if the next pitch is going to be a rise ball or a drop ball. Now Mach with the off speed. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Great pitch by Jonas Mach. So that's the second out. Second strikeout for Mach. Guy here, that's Robor. That's his nickname. He's well known around the Czech softball community. He has a small shop with gear. He travels to all tournaments with his old school van. And he also fixes gloves. He has a lot of leather. So that's what he does. Now batting Thomas Anoka, who's playing in left field. And Thomas batting 4 for 12 with 6 runs batted in. Now he's facing Jonas Mach, and the count on him is 1-0. And Mach with the pitch, and it's in there, but it gets away from Fiala, so it probably was a different pitch than he was expecting, because I mean, that was in the zone. The catcher should be able to catch that. So some issues with communication there between Fiala and Mach. They're talking it out now as Joel Evans advanced on that passed ball. So he's now on at third. Thomas Anoka, the count on him 1-1. And Jonas Mach with the pitch. Good pitch. Thomas got a tiny piece of it and hit it foul. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Thomas Anoka facing Jonas Mach. Now the 1-2 down in the dirt, and that gets away, and that will score Joel Evans. think that was the third pass ball. I mean, Jonas Mach is not making it easy on Fiala, and you can see Wally in the dugout taking notes. And yeah, that would have been more like a wild pitch. So 2-2 the count with 2 down. Thomas Anoka still batting. And Klaas will get that grounder, throw to Myrtle for the out at first. So the Black Sox get 1 across on no hits and no errors. So it was Evans, he walked on 4 straight balls, and then wild pitch, passed ball, wild pitch. Quite unfortunate for the Czechs. And in the top of the second inning, we'll see Vacha, Kasal, and Koluk. Peter Vacha batting .286 for the tournament. He got 2 hits yesterday in the infield single with the bases loaded and 2 down. So the runner's taking off. So he scored the first run, and then he played a bunt, which was scored as a hit. I don't think it should have been scored as a hit. I mean, it was a tough play for Mancha, but he still dropped the ball. But well, that's up to the scorers to make these decisions. As we look at the fans, and now at Zane Van Lieshout talking to Macaulay, the home plate umpire. So next up, Peter Vacha. And that's a stolen base by Korchak. So Peter Vacha batting first. Now 2 for 7 with a run batted in. And he will tie his shoelace. Zane Van Lieshout picked up the bat for him, handed it to him. Nice gesture. So the top part of the second inning with Peter Vacha representing tempo. The Red Foxes leading things off for the Czechs. And that one missed downstairs. A good drop ball. One and 0 the count. And that's hit on the ground, picked up by Farizo, who's the third baseman today. So that's a ground out. Next up, Casal, and this is Wojtek Buchner from Painbusters Most. He was in Prince Albert with the junior national team in July. He was their pitching ace. He's a good batter too. And Casal, let's have a look at his stats. Batting 1 for 8. Now the 1-0. They go inside. Good pitch for a strike. And Zane Van Lieshout telling his teammates that it's very possible that the ball will be going towards the third baseman and the shortstop from Casal. Now Johnny home run. Working with the fans. Now the 1-1 swung on and missed. A good pitch by Chapman. Most people here at the ballpark still trying to figure out who's behind that mask. Johnny home run. Nobody seems to know. Now Chapman is gonna ask Zane Van Lieshout to come over to talk to him, just to make sure that they understand each other. So 1-2. Count with one down. And Koluk, the batter in the warm-up or the on-deck circle. And that one misses way upstairs into the wall. So 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3 by Casal. He's still sort of struggling a bit at this tournament. Next up, Mikhail Koluk, another player representing Tempo Prague, hailing from Kunovice. And he's been hitless for the tournament. Swings at the first pitch, a good drop ball by Chapman. He did score a run, but he's 0 for 4. He struck out once. Now the 0-1 pitch to him. And that missed low and outside. 1-1. Now the 1-1 to Koluk. He's a fitness trainer by vocation. And that's hit into center field. A liner that's caught by the center fielder Bent Anoka for the out. So Koluk made good contact. Sent the ball into the outfield where it was caught. You can have a look at that again. And you could see Zane Van Lieshout was sitting outside. Still the pitch was almost into the middle of the plate and hit well by Koluk. So we'll be going to the top part or bottom part of the second inning. Apologies. And the batters will be Cole Evans, Campbell Anoka, and Pizza Rona. And look at the fans. Several familiar faces for me. Not that many actually. There's one guy from Havličku Brod and Jonas Mak with the warm-up pitches. And the campfire is still going on out of the park here. No sausages left, it seems, by that guy who's chewing on something and watching the game, it seemed. Now fans shouting, looking into the camera, waving home to their parents, I guess. Now there was Farizo who caught a grounder, and this is Koluk who hit it to left-handed Campbell Anoka. So now batting Cole Evans. He's batting .200 for the tournament. That's 2 for 10 with 2 home runs, so his slugging average is .800. Drove in 3 runs. So one of those homers was a solo shot, and the other one a 2-run shot, and that was Mickey Klaas. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. There's the youngster who already played with the Black Sox in Saskatoon 2015. Now he hits it through the shortstop. So that's a single hit for Cole Evans. Next up, Campbell Anoka. Campbell batting 2 for 8 with 1 run batted in, struck out 3 times. And showed bunt, pulled it back. So again, back to the fundamentals. They get their leadoff guy on, and now their job is to move him to second at least. And the one who pitched to Anoka shows bunt again, makes contact, but it ends up foul. One and one. So now the 1-1 pitch coming up next. There's an interesting effect you can see in the glass, a reflection of Viras Korczak in bigger than life size, it seems. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So now the bunt is off the table, but they still have options when it comes to moving the runner over to second. Now the 1-2. Nice pitch by Mack. Missed downstairs. 2-2 the count now on Campbell Anoka. Now the 2-2 pitch, and the runner's not taking off. Great pitch by Mack. The off-speed slider. And next up is Pitarona, who got the scouting report fresh from Campbell Anoka. Great pitch. Great pitch by Mack for strikeout number 3 in this game, I believe, for him. And in that window you can see Tomáš Peder, who was with the national team and the Euros 2 months ago, and I'm sure he'll be back. He's an excellent fielder, and he's been getting better and better in the batter's box. He played all the warm-up games going up to this event for the call that was Team Czech Stars, which was essentially the Czech under-23 squad with the addition of Peter Frejlak and Tomáš Peder. And now that one's hit towards the food area and the bar. So 0-2 the count now on Pitarona, who's already hit a home run here, I believe. That was a hell of a shot. 3-run home run, batting 1 for 4, representing Northcote in North Harbour, Auckland. 0-2 the count. Swung on and missed. So back-to-back strikeouts by Mack. 2 down. So that's 4 strikeouts for Mack, who has thrown 34 pitches. Batting now, Zane Van Lieshout, the catcher. He's ready to see the first pitch from Mack. And they go inside. 1-0. Van Lieshout batting 1 for 2. That was a double. He walked twice. He was hit by pitch once, and he struck out once in the first 4 games. Runner taking off. The throw from Fiala. Not in time. Good play. He couldn't get a grip on the ball immediately, so he lost a fraction of a second. That may have cost him the stolen base. So that's Cole Evans now in scoring position on at second with Zane Van Lieshout. The runner, another look at the situation, is taking off and throw, and that was not in time. Now 1-1 on Van Lieshout. Nice rise ball by Mach, but Zane Van Lieshout checked his swing. Two and 1 on Van Lieshout, and that one finds a piece of the zone. Good pitch by Mach, setting up the count to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out and a runner on at second, and that's hit towards Korczak, and that will score Cole Evans. So a 2-out RBI single, and I guess, just a wild guess, but I saw Korczak move towards second. I guess they may have wanted to pick the runner off, but that's just a guess now. So an RBI single for Van Lieshout, and as he's the catcher, he'll be replaced by the batter who was the previous out, and that is Pizzarona, the tall first baseman from Northcote. And he's also a pitcher. He pitches actually really well. He's got a nasty changeup. Now the first pitch to Joe Farizo missed the zone, so 1-0 the count now, with Pizzarona runner on at first and his team leading it by 2. Good rise ball by Mach. About 9 years ago, most of his pitches were rise balls, and the batters just kept swinging at them. That was when he won the Czech championship title with the Eagles in 2009. And that one gets a piece of the zone inside, called strike 1. So 2-1 on Joe Farizo, with Rona still on at first. 2 down. And the good scoop by Fiala. 3-1. Hitters count now on Joe Farizo, who's been batting 3 for 6 with a double. He's a very fast runner. He can bunt for singles. He's a perfect guy for the number 9 spot, with Ben Anoka in the on-deck circle. That's Cyrus Korczak. He drew a walk and swiped second, but was stranded there by his teammates as Klas, Myrtle, and Molly struck out. And that's a walk given up. And we're going back to the top of the lineup with Ben Anoka, who struck out his first time up. So Ben Anoka batting, he was batting 3 for 10 before the game, so now it's 3 for 11 for a home run and 2 runs batted in. And the pitch to Anoka, and that's hit to Korczak, who'll get it for the out. Good play. The ball got away from him for a moment, but a good slide to get behind the ball, to pick it up, and then the throw to Myrtle. So the Black Sox get 1 run across on 2 hits and no errors, and they left 2 on base. In the top of the 3rd inning, it'll be Fiala and Nesbeda, and then back to Korczak. As we're looking at the play, he's got a pretty good range for a guy of his size, because he's quite fast. That's why he's batting leadoff. Normally he bats in the number 9 spot, sort of the false leadoff. Pitching for the Black Sox is still Daniel Chapman. No changes so far. So after 2 complete, the Golden Homes Black Sox from New Zealand are leading by 2. And Lucas Fiala will be ready to bat, as we'll have to wait for the in-game interview to be over. That was David Myrtle, interviewed by Magda Polmanova. Former ball player, now works for Czech TV. And there's Daniel Chapman, a young hurler. First pitch to Fiala, and that's right there for strike 1. That was pitch number 29 for Chapman. A strike to Fiala. And they go outside with that one. Good speed on the pitch. Now Fiala is batting 0 for 1. So he played 1 game that he started, and he struck out. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes on the catcher from Tempo, a teammate of Mikhail Kaluks and Mickey Klasses and Peter Vajas and Marioskas, as he swings and misses on that high-rise ball, and that will bring up Yuri Nesbeda, number 78. He's playing in right field today with Klass on 3rd. Utility player, can play outfield or infield. And he's ready to see the first pitch. Down in the dirt. I mentioned that several times, and most of you will have seen it. This guy was hit 3 times by Team Japan. 3 different pitchers, which meant he got on base 4 times, and that is Mr. Bala, whose first name I actually don't know. He's a big fan of softball. He always comes to watch his son, Michael. Now 2-0 on Nesbeda, with 1 down and no runners on. Swing and a miss on the drop ball. Now 2-1 on Svoboda. With 1 out and Chapman calls time. And Van Lieshout sitting outside. And that's hit foul. So the count 2-2. As Johnny Home Run is chilling with one of the fans. I haven't heard him say a single word. He really is a professional mascot. Now the 2-2. And he gets a piece of it, hits it foul. Two balls and 2 strikes. Good job making contact. Hitting it foul. 2-2. And the rise ball. And the call is, yes, you did go across. So he's called strike on that. No appeal on that play. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Yuri Korczak as we look into the dugout. And there's Václav Svoboda next to him, Marek Malý and Mikhail Holobradik. I wonder if Svoboda will be given the chance to pinch hit tonight. So Korczak walked the first time up. Now the first pitch to him a strike. It's actually very likely that these two teams will meet again tomorrow. Obviously depending on the outcome of this one. And that's hit the other way to Farizo. Good contact by Korczak. Good job putting the ball in play. But that will be it for the top part of the third inning, where the Czechs got nothing across on no hits, no errors, and none left on base as Fiala struck out swinging, Svoboda struck out swinging, and you've just seen that ground ball by Yuri Svoboda. That's Matouš Kasal playing shortstop. There's Mickey Klaas. And Jonas Mak. He has thrown 46 pitches. He struck out 4 batters, walked 2. Induced 2 grounders. And that's the hit the other way. An RBI single for Zane Van Lieshout. And again, going the other way, that was Anoka. And good fielding work by Yuri Korczak, and that's him hitting a grounder a couple of moments ago. Batting first will be Joel Evans, who walked and scored the first run on a passed ball and 2 wild pitches by this guy, Jonas Mak. In the on-deck circle, we've got Jerome Reimaki and then Thomas Anoka. And the first pitch to Joel Evans in there for called strike 1. Yes, Mak gets ready for the second pitch, and that's hit up in the air. And there's room for play for Mickey Klaas, who makes the catch. So 1 down. Next up Jerome Raymaki. And Raymaki struck out swinging his first time up. They go outside with that one. Ball number 1. Now 1-0 the count. And that one's in there for a called strike 1. On Raymaki, the leading hitter for New Zealand at this tournament. Now the 1-1 to Raymaki. Hit on the ground. Picked up by Myrtle, who applies the tag instead of stepping on first base. Risky business with a big guy like Raymaki running at you. Kim Hansen did something like that today against Argentina. Batting now is Thomas Enoka, who grounded out the third. Want to know the count now. Now, 1-0. Nice drop ball. Missed downstairs. Two 2-0 the count on Thomas Enoka, who earned his 50th cap for the Black Sox. I think it was in the first game of the tournament. Now the 2-0, and that almost got him. 3-0. So 3-0 the count on Tommy Enoka, and that one called ball by the umpire, so a walk given up by Mack. Batting next will be Cole Evans. Two out. Cole Evans singled to left field his first time up. Nice pitch by Mack. Couldn't find the zone though. 1-0. There's the young infielder. A hell of a shortstop. And that one missed inside according to the home plate umpire Damian McCauley. So 2-0 now on Cole Evans. Now the 2-0. And he showed bunt. Seemed that he was going to try and surprise everybody by bunting for a single. 3-0. Three and one now. So that will be Hitherscound on Cole Evans with two down, and Thomas Enoka the runner on at first base. So now the 3-1 pitch by Jonas Mach. And that one missed the zone inside. Good pitch by Mach. And that will bring up Campbell Inoka. Who struck out swinging his first time up. Now his elder brother is the runner in scoring position on at second, and Fiala talking to Mach and to Myrtle, who is usually the starting catcher for the Czechs. He's now playing first. And Campbell Inoka used that time to talk to his coach, Daryl Marino. There he is, Campbell Inoka, batting 0 for 1 today, .222 for the tournament. 2 down, and the pitch from Mach. And that's in the zone for strike 1. Now Mach is yelling something at Fiala. Now the 0-1 pitch that missed inside. One and one the count. So now the 1-1 pitch. Well, Mach steps back, and now he'll be ready to pitch again. Campbell Inoka batting now. The count on him is 1-1, and that one is a foul. Martin Turek would say that this is the equivalent of the batter looking at the pitch right into the middle of the zone, because the outcome is the same. It's a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 out. We're looking at the third base umpire, John Hand. Obviously an international crew of umpires for this one, as it wouldn't have been alright for Czech umpires to call this one. And now with the count 2-2, apparently, according to the scoreboard, Campbell Inoka will be ready to bat again. Number 28. Now the 2-2 pitch hit on the ground. Foul. Good pitch by Mach. Two balls and 2 strikes with 2 out. 2 runners on. That is Thomas Inoka, the runner on at second, and Cole Evans, the runner on at first. After back-to-back walks were issued by Mach, and the pitch hit to Klaas, who makes the catch and tags the bag for out number 3. So the Black Sox get nothing across, and no hits and no errors. They left 2 on base. And the first 3 batters for the Czech Republic are going to be Klaas, Myrtle, and Mali, all of whom struck out. They struck out swinging. Their first time's up, so chance for redemption for these guys. In the top part of the 4th inning, there was class with the catch and the tag, as there were runner on at first and second. And apparently it's raining again, as a raffle once again is underway here at the ballpark, making things even more interesting for the local fans, as Jan Benish steps into the commentator's booth to take over from me. I think he's here to take a couple of snaps, as Chapman has just thrown the last warm-up pitch. Now the ball is being thrown around the diamond as we're getting ready for the top part of the 4th inning of the last game of round robin play here at the 2018 WBSC Intercontinental Cup. And Klaas in the batter's box, ready to face Chapman, and the first pitch that missed inside. There's Mickey Klaas, who's a keen guitar player, apart from being a pretty good ball player. He's got a bachelor's degree already in something to do with wood. He's studying at the University of Life Sciences, doing his master's degree now. And that ball was called strike by McCauley, even though it was a bit too far away from Klaas. 2-1 the count. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. 2-2 the count now. I think that swing had a big chance of hitting the ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mickey Klaas, who among other teams plays for the Prague United. Now the 2-2 down in the dirt. He went for United's first trip to Israel for the Islet Games. A lot of things are happening in Israel softball-wise. I mean, there's a up-and-coming generation of players coached by Corey Viner in the Moshef of Maor. They will be represented by Bar Shrim, who will be part of Team Europe. And that's a walk to Klaas. Let's see what they do here, as David Myrtle will bat next. Good at bat by Klaas. Good discipline. He's one pitch out of the zone. After one pitch out of the zone, it was called for a strike, in my opinion. And another one down in the dirt. Myrtle looking at the coach. No sign coming in, so probably going to be hitting it again. And there's team captain David Myrtle. Good rise ball up and inside. That missed for a ball, so good count now for the Czech catcher, who's playing first today. He also plays third. When he's not catching, he can obviously play the designated player if necessary. Two and 0. That one's in there, called strike 1. And Myrtle doesn't like that call, as he thought that that pitch was a tad too low, so 2-1 the count. So the 2-1 pitch to Myrtle. And Lieshout sitting outside, and he sends it the other way, but that will be caught by Joel Evans. Good diving stop by the second baseman. That will allow Klaas to move to second on the play. Next up, Marek Mali, who struck out the first time up. Pitch outside, sent the other way. Good diving stop. He didn't even look at second. He just took the easy way out as his team are up by 2 runs and confident they can score more. And now what's the call by the umpire? Ball. So Marek Mali, who played for the Bare Bottom Lodge of Friday, Pennsylvania, the team managed by, among other people, Dan the Bear. I hope those guys are watching us over in the States, where it's 4:45 now, if I'm doing my maths right. Probably not. Let's leave it at what it is. It's been a long tournament. Now the 2-0 to Mali, and a changeup in the zone. Good job by Chapman. They knew they wanted to throw a strike, so they go with the changeup in the zone to get Marek off balance a little bit. So now the 2-1 pitch to Marek Mali, and that's hit up in the air, a towering fly ball. Under it is Cole Evans to make the catch. So Marek Mali makes contact. Unfortunately, that ball is hit up in the air and caught by Cole Evans. Batting next will be Peter Vaca. Vaca did put the ball in play, I think, as he grounded out to the third baseman, Joe Farizo. With 2 down and Klaas, the runner. Clutch situation here for the Czechs as they take the first pitch outside for ball 1. There's Peter Vaca, a very experienced player. He was with the team in South Africa for the Worlds in 2000, when the likes of Marek Mali or Matuszka Sal hadn't even started attending school. Now the 1-1 to Vaca. Fans are clapping. Van Lieshout sitting outside, and the call on the pitch is strike. So 1-2 now. We got Casal in the on-deck circle. With 2 down, the count 1-2, and Peter Vaca with Klaas, the runner on at second. Good rise ball. Good job by Vaca laying off of it. So 2-2 the count with 2 down. And that one, and the call by the umpire is strike 3 on the zone or on the swing. I don't know. Now Tomáš Kusi is asking the umpire, and I have to admit that he's calling the strike zone a bit too wide for my liking, this guy from Australia. So after Klaas drew the walk and Myrtle grounded out to second to move him up to second, then Mali popped up, and unfortunately Vaca struck out looking and will be going to the bottom of 4th. Slated to bat are Pizzarona, Van Lieshout, and Joseph Farizo. And there's been a pitching change for the Czech Republic. So coming in relief of Jonas Mach will be number 68. The Persian Prince, as they call him. Well, actually he's of Syrian descent. Michael Bala, representing Spectrum Prague. Michael Bala, he pitched well at the Euros. That was a good job by Myrtle, sending it the other way, allowing Klaas to move up to second. So let's have a look at Michael Bala's pitching stats. Bala has pitched 1 1/3, allowing 1 run. That was an earned run on 2 hits, one of them being a home run. So he gave up a home run and a double. In the background there, taking the snaps, that's Jan Benes of Eagles Prague. You can look up his photos on Facebook. Just look for Benny Photo. Benny, B-E-N-N-Y, only 1 N. And there's Marek Mully playing with glasses. That's a new look for him. You're looking right at the camera? Who knows? Yeah, I guess under the lights, vision does get a bit blurry. I can't see much from the outfield, personally, to be honest. So batting will be Rona, Van Lieshout, and Farizo. Pizzarona struck out first time up. And that his folks back home are watching. His dad Brad, his mother Amanda, and his brother Caleb. If you are watching, I hope you're all well. Now that one missed outside. And after he called a similar pitch to Vaha, not calling it now. Well, Rona 1-0. A tall slugger. A good pitcher, I already mentioned that. He blanked. He shut out the Czechs at the NFCs this year in Auckland and North Harbour. Striking out 17. And I think 2 other outs were grounders, like comebackers at him. So out of the 21 outs, he himself took care of 19 as North Harbour won that game 3-0. That one called for a strike. 2-1. So now the 2-1. They go up and away. So hitters count now on Pizza. Three balls and 1 strike. Now the sign to Bala. Now the set and the pitch. Good pitch on the outside corner. That did get a nibble of the zone. Good job by Bala coming back from 3-1 to 3-2. So that now the count full on Pizzarona. And Michael B with the pitch. Swung on and missed. A good start of the relief appearance for Michael Bala. Good pitch in the zone. Swung on and missed. And again, as Rona goes down on strikes and Van Lieshout passes him, on his way for his at-bat, they exchange a couple of words. They really do a great job passing information to each other. I think that's the key to the Black Sox culture. You know, they really play as a team. Now Zan Van Leesch out. That pitch called for a strike. Brad Ronan told us about the Black Sox culture in his talk that we had at Kaipatiki Park at the Glenfield Rugby Club, where the Czechs were staying during their tour of New Zealand in February this year. Now that's hit the other way. And did he get it? No, it's down on the ground, but called foul. Wow. Good attempt at a diving catch by Yuri Korczak. And those of you who speak Czech and can read lips know what he just said, and well, those of you who don't can probably guess. And he almost got it. Good job by Korczak. That ball remained foul there. So now 0-2 on Zane. Van Leesch out. They go upstairs. Van Leesch out with a hit already in the game. That was the RBI single. Going the other way. So now the 1-2 pitch from Michael Bala. And that's called a strike on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts by Michael Bala to start his relief appearance. Batting now will be Joe Farizo. And the players in the corners should definitely be on their toes, as he's a very fast runner, and it wouldn't be a surprise if he tried to get on by bunting. He takes the first pitch in the zone for strike one, and he nods in approval. Now 0-1 on Farizo. And that's a good pitch in the zone, a good changeup by Bala, who was born on the 18th of June 1996. That was a good pitch. He was on the junior national team in 2013 and 2014. 2013 was part of the extended squad. In 2014, I believe he was with the team in Whitehorse for the Junior Worlds. Playing pitcher, obviously, but also shortstop and first base. And I heard that this year he started at shortstop in one of the games in the local league, meaning the local top league. Now 1-2 on Farizo, and there is the changeup again. Good job by the Czech battery, making things interesting. The count's still 2-2. Or not still now. The count is 2-2 with 2 out, nobody on. As Bala is facing the third batter. That one got away from Fiala, but as there are no runners on, nothing happened really. Count full on Farizo, 3-2. And the fans are getting louder again in support of Michael Bala, who came in to replace Jonas Schmach after he pitched for 3 innings. And now the pitch. I missed low and away, not a bad pitch. Obviously, you can't really leave it hanging over the plate too much. Missed by a little, low and outside. Next up, Ben Anoka with 2 down, and Farizo the runner on at first. Ben Anoka struck out once. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Struck out looking. And then grounded out to second. That was the nice catch by Jiris Korczak. And Bala with the pitch. And it's in there for called strike one. Two down. And the sign is coming in from the third base coach, and since Anoka is not looking at him, I guess the sign is for the runner who takes off, it seemed to me, as Ben Anoka got a piece of that ball and sent it foul. Oh, 2 on Ben Anoka, and that's drilled, and that one will be gone. There's no doubt about that. So a 2-run home run into left field for Ben Anoka. He belted that one right out of the park, and that is home run number 2 for Ben Anoka in this tournament, as the Black Sox now lead the game against the Czech Republic by a score of 4-0. Now batting will be Joel Evans. A look at the pitch. A bit inside, but still he left it hanging over the plate, and that one's out of here. In the background, some of you will have recognized Johnny Mudra, the photographer. So batting now is Joel Evans, who walked and scored a run. He walked in his first time up. As he sees the 0-1 from Bala. And his second at bat, he fouled out to Klaas. 2 out. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's hit over Korczak to Nesbeda. Picks it up. So a 2-out base hit for Cole Evans, and that will bring up Joel Reimaki. Slugger for the Black Sox, who's batting number 3. And good job by Joel Evans hitting it the other way. Reimaki hitting .500 for the tournament, but today 0 for 2. And Bala with the pitch as Reimaki sends it the other way. Reimaki struck out and hit into ground out in this game. This is game 15, last game of round robin play here at the 2018 WBSC Intercontinental Cup, a WBSC sanctioned event. Now the 0-1, nice drop ball, that missed downstairs. This is the inaugural year of this event. I hope that the concept will catch on, and we'll see many more editions of this international tournament. That's called strike on the outside corner. would be nice to see Africa represented at the tournament. Unfortunately, it didn't work out this year with Botswana. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ray Maki. 2 out. Joel Evans, the runner, on at first. And they're not... The umpire is not going to call that one. 2-2 with 2 down. Ray Maki running on at first. So now, 2-2 pitch. Evans is going for second. The throw to Casal and the tag. So Joel Evans caught stealing. Good job by Fiala and Casal getting out of the inning. So after 4 complete, the Black Sox are leading by 4 as the first run scored after a walk and a couple of wild pitches past balls. Another look at the play. And you can see Joel Evans calling himself safe, but the second base umpire Lou Davis called him out. So we'll have Casal, Koluch and Fiala batting now. And the ref was still going on, and now there's also an in-game interview once again going on for Czech television with Yuri Korczak. So I wondered what he has to say about some of the plays, especially this one. Almost got it. Great range on Korczak. He's a good center or middle infielder. And that was Ben Inoka with the shot. And Johnny Mudra hiding there in the shade. Now, Johnny Home Run is in the bleachers, making sure that all the fans here at Svoboda Park get a chance to hang out with him, at least for some time. Throughout the week, I've seen many fans having their pictures taken with Johnny. He's become quite popular. Now Casal swinging at the first pitch, low and away. So 0-1 on Casal. And that one's in the zone. Good pitching by the Black Sox battery after Casal chased one out of the zone. They go off speed a bit, but in the zone, and all of a sudden they are ahead in the count. 0-2. So now the 0-2 to Casal. They go up and away. We've got Koluch in the on-deck circle and Fiala in the hole here in the top part of the 5th inning. Down in the dirt. 2-2. Casal played with Nick Hayes and Zane Van Lieshout last year at the European Super Cup. They all got picked up by the Hippos, who were the runners-up this year, which is historically the best result for the Czech team. And now he finds the 5-6 hole, and a base hit for Casal. That's him the way I remember him, very often sending the ball the other way. And next up, Michal Koluch.
Smart hitter odpálil, to znamená první číslo, růžová 168.
And the raffle going on here once again, and I think some of the prizes are energy drinks called Smarty. That's actually a business venture of Dominik Hašek, who was a great goalie. I don't think he's a very good businessman, but it's not for me to say. Now 0-1 on Kolut, and that hits him on the helmet, but he'll get up, and that's why the players wear helmets. Look at him. So I hope he's not seeing double now. It would be too scary to see two young cribbles in front of you. So, and all of a sudden the Czechs have 2 runners on. And it seems that even the helmet remained intact. Out of the dugout came the doctor. That's him in the middle. Mirror coat. Now they're looking at him, yeah. He's got a bit of a scratch there, but he'll be fine, I think. Let's have a look at that. Right in the helmet. Now, Daryl Marino also making sure that he's fine. Now, Fiala, rather, taking the time now to talk to his coach about their strategy. And they're all smiles. So, what do you think? What's going to be the play now? Fiala stepping into the batter's box as we're looking into the stands. Many fans found their way to Svoboda Park tonight, and we've got many other fans watching us. And that's hit on the ground. They go for second and for first, and they turn 2. Good job by Fiala putting the ball in play. They get the leadoff runner to third, but great defense by the Black Sox, who turn 2. Batting now will be Eugene Nezbeda. Good play on the 4-6-3 double play, and Nezbeda now with his former teammate Casal, the runner on at third, and he hits that one foul as somebody's using flash photography in the outfield. Right down, that would be Johnny Mudra, who's a ball player and a photographer, so he would realize that you're not supposed to do this at a ball game. 0-1 on Nezbeda. They go upstairs. Playing off of it was Nezbeda. So the Czechs now have their first run 60 feet shy of home plate. And their number 9 batter is in the box. That is Nezbeda. Now the 1-1. And a check swing foul. So 1-2 the count on Nezbeda. Who knows what it feels like to get hit on the helmet. He experienced that firsthand 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, 2 days on Wednesday against Japan. And what's the call on that pitch? No strike, no swing. Very good pitch inside by Chapman. With that count, definitely no need for you to go in the zone at all. Just want to pitch around a little bit and get the batter to chase one out of the zone. 2-2 with 2 out on Nezbeda. 3-2 now. Full count. Take a look at Ms. Beta's numbers. Batting .250. Very good on-base percentage, courtesy of those walks and hits by pitches. Good job playing off of that pitch downstairs. So the runners are now in the corners for the leadoff guy, Yuri Korchak, who has been known to be able to hit for contact. Sort of trying to get the ball onto the grass somehow. The first pitch to Korchak, and that will hop, but Farizo will get it. And that concludes the top part of the fifth inning, in which the Czechs got some traffic on early. They actually even broke the no-hitter that had been going on for Daniel Chapman. There was Casal singling through the left side. Then Kaluk was hit by pitch. Fiala hits the first pitch on the ground. And the Black Sox turn 2. There's Václav Mudra, the guy with the backpack. Photographer and ball player, former national team player. He's a great third baseman and shortstop too, and a very good hitter. Here's a look at that play previously by Korchak. Good attempt at a diving catch, and now Ben Inoka with a dinger. Hello, my name is Ben and I hit dingers. And now, yeah, the double play. Good job by the defense. 4-6-3. And now Yaroslav Korchak talking to the ump about some kind of substitution. And I guess actually it's Vacha now in outfield. If I saw that properly. So maybe they rearranged that a bit to have Vacha in the outfield instead of Marek Mali, who has not started in the outfield a lot, which is an understatement. Obviously he is an all-around ball player, but no, he is still there, so I must be seeing things, I guess. Well, we'll see. Now Reimaki with a mighty swing. But no, I was right, so it's now Mali to DP and Vacha to left field. So just swap the players. They're still both in the lineup, but they thought that it would be better to have a more experienced outfielder in the outfield. Now the 0-1 to Reimaki. Another good hack by the slugger. Now the 0-2 from Bala. Good drop ball, off speed or changeup down in the dirt. Nice idea there, trying to mix it up a bit for Reimaki as the Czech battery are ahead in the count. There's Bala, and that one is driven into left field. At the wall is Vacha, and that one's gone. Another dinger by the Black Sox. That was Reimaki with a mighty shot out of the park, getting high fives from his teammates. So now the score The Golden Homes Black Sox from New Zealand 5. Czech Republic nothing. There's Bala with the pitch. They went up and away, and he put his barrel on that and just drove it out of there. So, batting next will be Thomas Anoka. And he tried to bunt. And now, oh, they're going to call him out. All right. Good play. But see that? You see that? I mean, they had their number 4 batter in the batter's box with 1 down, and that was a close play, but the ump was right there, so he called him out. Good defense by Bala, the pitcher. And Cole Evans batting now. He takes the first pitch in for strike 1, but what I was trying to say was they had their number 4 hitter, and he still bunted for a single, tried to get on, because your team is up by 5. This is the bottom of 5th. You have no outs, and you know that a lot of your hitters can drive it out of the park, so you just get a man on, and then you try to finish the game early and save some strength for the playoffs. Now the 0-1, good off-speed pitch, missed down and in. So 1-1. On Cole Evans, and they go the other way for a ball. And some of you may have seen me waving. I wasn't waving at Bala. I was waving at my girlfriend who's watching us at home. Now 2-1 with 1 down on Cole Evans. Good pitch inside, got a piece of the zone. 2-2 now. My girlfriend has seen a lot of international softball. Probably a lot more than she'd ever hoped to see. She was with me last year in Whitehorse and at the ISCs this year. But now Bala with the 2-2. A good swing by Cole Evans, who hit it foul. So 1 down, 2-2 the count on Cole Evans, the young shortstop. And that one's hit down the line. And Cole Evans is rounding first, rounding second, and he'll be held up at third. Nice shot by Evans down the line with 1 down, as Campbell Inoka will be batting next. And I think I can see Jackson Watt warming up in the on-deck circle. But first of all, we'll see Campbell Inoka. And let me see how they scored this play, because it seemed to me that the ball got away from Vaha for a while, which allowed Evans to get to third, but it's been scored a triple. And that's one is hit up through the middle by Campbell Inoka for run number 6. And Thomas Kusi pulls time and steps onto the diamond to talk to Bala, or I think that will be it for Bala. He had a pretty good start to his relief appearance, and actually that's why they pulled Marit Mali, because he will be coming in to pitch. That's him, number 18. So 1 down. The Black Sox have the game-ending run on at first, and Campbell Anoka. Pinch hitting for Pitarona will be Jackson Watt, as Marek Mali takes his warm-up pitches. Let's have a look at Marek's pitching stats, and there are none. So this is his first appearance, pitching-wise, at the tournament. He did pitch on Monday against Japan in a warm-up game. Now he'll be pitching to Fiala. So coming in to pitch is Marek Mali, and coming in to pinch hit is Jackson Watt. He's gaining his first experience with the Black Sox. He's going 0 for 2. Struck out twice. And now he's facing Marek Mali, and Marek Mali steps back. And he's gonna ask Lucas Fiala to come and talk to him. And they're going to talk it out. They just want to make sure that they're on the same page, as it's quite important with the game-ending run on at first. That's Campbell Anoka, Jackson Watt batting now, and Marek Mali with the pitch. Rise ball upstairs. Jackson Watt represented Canterbury at the Golden Holmes National Fast Pitch Championship in February. I think he put up quite good numbers in that tournament. That one gets the call as they go up in the zone again. So the count now 1-1 with 1 down. And somebody yelled going from the Czech dugout, obviously not in English, as Campbell Anoka took a couple of quick steps towards second. I think it was either him or one of his brothers who got called for leaving base early when they actually they weren't stealing at all. Just, did the same thing like here, trying to fool the defense, get in their minds a bit. And he got the call on the leaving base early. 2-2 now on Jackson Watt. And that ball gets away from Fiala. And now the game ending run is on at second. That was unfortunate for the Czech catcher. He then had to go around the umpire, and that gave enough time to Campbell Anoka to move up to second base, count full, and Jackson Watt sends one deep and out of the park. No, that will stay in front of the fence, but it will bring in the game-winning run for the Black Sox. So that was the first hit in a test match for Jackson Watt of Canterbury, who batted 417 at the National Fast Pitch Championship. So a very promising player for the Black Sox, who win this one by a score of 7-0, which should guarantee for them the #1 seed in the table, in the standing. Let me have a look at that. I mean, they now have 4 wins and 1 loss, same as Japan, but as New Zealand beat Japan, they will take the #1 position. So it will be first New Zealand, second Japan, third Argentina, and fourth Czech Republic, which means that Denmark will play the USA in that game for decide who comes in fifth, and it will be Czech Republic against New Zealand again, so a matchup. So another great opportunity for Czech fans to come and see the Golden Homes Black Sox live here at Svoboda Park. Obviously you can catch us here on Playo.tv, as we'll be bringing you all the 5 games live tomorrow. Wonder who's going to do the commentary on those 5. So it should be Japan against Argentina at 9:30, first semifinal. Then New Zealand against the Czech Republic at 12. Then the 5th place game is slates it to start at 2:30, and then the bronze medal game at 5, and the gold medal game at 7:30. So there'll be a lot of fastball to get through tomorrow, as the gaps in between the games were reduced from 3 hours to 2 hours and 30 minutes. So it'll be quite tough here, especially as the final game will be broadcast live by Czech television as well. So they're probably going to have to start on time. But, well, I hope they do not change the schedule just because of that, because every team was guaranteed a minimum of 6 games, and the organizers cannot just come and say, all right guys, you're not going to be playing here. So that concludes game number 15, as we're looking at some of the highlights. The winning pitcher Chapman, losing pitcher, well, probably Mach, because he allowed the first runs. Chapman pitched 5 scoreless innings of 1 hit ball, striking out 7, walking 3. The Czech pitchers Mach credited with the loss. He allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, struck out 4, 2 wild pitches. Bala pitched 1 1/3, and Mali allowed that game-winning hit. So that was Jackson Watt with the walk-off to right field. We saw at least 2 homers, one by Ben Anoka, another one by Jerome Raymaki. So that will be it from us at Playo.tv for today, as I'd like to thank you on behalf of the entire crew, the camera guys, the runners, our director, and everybody. I'm going to wave into the camera as well. Hello guys, and see you tomorrow. Good night.
Playo.tv live broadcasting.